What did I get? Dragon Tooth, Petrified Something, and Bright Bug. Well, I can go give 2 more Petrified Somethings to the twins. And then a magic... Let's talk about your rewards for this. You get a magic curve sword, magic damage falchion, and the dragon's tooth. I think there's some discrepancy in rewards. I can still quick roll with the Dragon's Tooth. I can't do that with the Demon's Great Hammer. And the Dragon's Tooth is just better. Well, they've taken away our completion on this area, so let's pet the dogs and get it back. Oh, these guys can drop souls. I should put on my my gold covetous ring. Out of curiosity, that's a 11,430. Took away 300 health to get an extra spell cast. And does it even work on Homeward is the question. Yeah, we'll get 2 casts of Homeward. Which is helpful if you don't actually need to heal. Like, I didn't take any damage there. So I can just use Homeward to respawn everybody, jump back down here again, and, stagger out my heals. Oh, Bobby, I did put in a application for your decathlon that you shared. The dog behind me got me. You know, I'm just, surprise people by being good at video games that I've never played before. forgot how much damage the dogs do in one attack. I mean, I am fine death cycling to these enemies because I'm still making progress every death cycle. Just go down there and start swinging. They do something like 200 damage a hit. It's not an insignificant number they're throwing out. That one was much cleaner. Why did I climb the ladder? I can teleport still. Whatever, who cares? Okay, so what do we have on our plate? Well, let's do some planning while we're just farming these dogs. Also, this gank room used to be where the key was for lighting the torches in the Sinner fight. Again, climbing up the ladder when I have a teleport. What am I doing? We have the old iron key, which opens Broom Tower. So I could run to Broom Tower just to show off that location. I could get the key to Sanctum City and then farm the Gutter and Black Gulch to do Sanctum City. I could just do Castle Drangleic. Again, not using my homeward teleport. What am I doing? We still have a lot of stuff to do. We also have to farm Brightstone Cove Seldora, the Gutter, and Old Iron Keep. So we can light all of those great fires, which we don't need to do because our soul memory is over 1 million and we've already been to Castle Drangleic. Yeah, that's actually what the only reason for the great fires is if you light all 4 of them, the Shrine of Winter opens and you go to Castle Drangleic. Or if you get 1 million soul memory because you're bad at the game and you just can't stay alive long enough to beat the bosses, you can skip the bosses and go to the end of the game. Honestly, I don't know who that mechanic's there for, because it's not for the people who will reach 1 million soul memory just by dying constantly. Yeah, that's how I got to Castle Drangleic early. 1 million soul memory. What are we at now, anyway? We're almost to 3 million soul memory. And we just beat the last Great Lord. That also means I'm getting out of, like, reasonable ranges to be invaded. Your invasions are determined by your soul memory. Okay, cool, we're done. So by being at 3 million soul memory, I don't know how many players would be able to invade me. The speedrunning uses the million soul memory trick. You defeat the Rotten to get 3 of his souls and 2 of Nito's souls. You kill everyone in Majula, and that puts you at a million soul memory.
You are bare.
5 levels, okay. Oh no, we just wanted 100 in agility. 30 in faith is fine. 3 attunement is fine. Drops, 1 more drops our cast speed. I'll take a little bit more stamina. Okay, which one of these is the long ladder? I believe it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. So the key we got on the far side of killing the Rotten opens up this door over here in the well. Oh, that wasn't the Rotten's key. That was the Giant's key. Okay. This used to have 2 chests in it. Now it has 3. Great lightning spear. A chime and a staff. And soul vortex. And there's the dragon talisman that opens Sanctum City. So I guess it was always 3. They just put it on a corpse. I thought they put it in a chest and put it in a new chest. Before I tackle Castle Drawing Lag, I do want to light all of the great bonfires. So it's just a matter of which one of those terrible things I want to do first, and the answer is Earthen Peak, because there's still a location over there I haven't shown off on stream. So let's go. Moonlight Butterfly. Travel to Harvest Valley. So do you want a good news or bad news? Because I got both. Bad news is I really didn't make a lot of headway farming out this area between streams. Let me see if I can use any new miracles. Good news is it was such a time getting to Smelter Demon, we despawned a bunch of enemies in Earthen Peak proper. 42 and 50. I would like to get Great Lightning Soul Spear, but I ain't anywhere close. We unlocked Great Heal, and Great Magic Barrier. I used Great Heal when playing with Colin. I went full-blown Faith User. Red Eye Ring +1. I'm gonna switch to the Ring of Restoration from the Cloathy Ring. Actually, I'm gonna use the Poison Bite Ring. The enemies around here drop humanities, so we might as well be human. We had the same idea and his works better. Oh, I'm using the fire arrows. I only have so many of those. Put those away. If I get a headshot, this enemy dies in 1. If I don't get a headshot, they die in 2. And if they die in 2, I wasted 13 souls. There's the headshot, but it was on the second shot, so it didn't matter. This area also has undead skeletons, which are super easy to forget about when you're farming. I could go full Moonlight Butterfly for a lot of poison resistance, but I don't think it's worth it. This area is actually why I had Caressing Prayer on, because it removes poison. I didn't have to burn through my poison moss. As you can see, the dude that I was using for benchmarking when I ran through here to Smelter Demon is despawned. I thought he dropped an item. No. Okay. The really fun part about this area is you drop down into this pit. You can't see anything. And there's a single enemy. Is this the gank? Yeah, this is the gank. I'll show off the gank. So he broke his wall so I don't have to deal with him hiding behind it. I do have to deal with the fact that he can just lob those at me and there's nowhere to go. So that is at the other end of the pit that we fought the skeleton in. There is nothing. Oh, I think I have to convince him to break this wall. Okay. And then this is the gank room that I've complained about previously. It's real fun. The one hollow is the real, just middle finger of this room. And the way out is behind one of these walls. And I don't remember which one it is. It's the last one. Okay. Nope. Yeah, okay. It's right here. This is just a suicide pit. There's a lot of messages around this pit, always saying to jump. So if you're playing the game and you see the suicide pit, don't do it. Or if you are going to do it, at least do a flip. This is the lone skeleton in this pit. He is my best friend. Means I don't have to go into the pit to summon skeletons. Hammer dude is walking towards me. I can see his shadow. Don't drop anything. Cool. I don't know how to get to the person who's chucking fire from up there. And I haven't been there because there's still an item on their ledge. So that requires further investigation. How'd that work out for you, mannequin? believe that mannequin is the only enemy down here. Yeah. So this is the room where you talk to Lucatale of Mara to fight Smelter Demon. Oddly enough. Really far away from that boss arena. When you first come down there, it is covered in poison. You have to burn the windmill and Earthen Peak to despawn the poison. Or you just run through. Dealer's choice. This dude, who runs through the pot every time we ran through Smelter Demon, is despawned. We fought him, I think, once. Now it's time to actually explore Earthen Peak, something we never did, because I was just trying to press forward to, Old Iron King. This is one of my least favorite jumps in the game. Hate it. Hate it so much. Come on, Big McLarge. Oh, you don't trigger the pressure plate. Ah, I guess I'm the fat one then. There's one mannequin there. And... okay, just him. Mimic? No. Trapped. No. Heavy crossbow +3. Wish I'd came here earlier. Because I just upgraded my heavy crossbow to +6. That room is sketchy. And it's all due to Dark Souls having really well-designed jumping mechanics. You're jumping with no good lineup into that platform. Dark Souls is renowned for being a competent platformer. You are correct.